Hello everyone, Peter Ross here with this week's update from the Executive Leadership team. Well, it was a fairly short ELT this week with one presentation and 3 reports. And first up, Megan Patterson was in attendance from Risk and Safety to talk to her 2 work health and safety reports for July and August. Now, these monthly reports are very comprehensive and Megan does a great job. And in fact, they're actually probably too comprehensive for ELT to work out exactly what we need to focus in on or prioritise. So there was a request that the reports include some recommendations from Megan in regards to the compliance targets and any other critical issues. One thing that the report detailed was that there are actually 256 outstanding corrective actions in Be Safe at the moment, and this is trending upwards over the last couple of months. ELT has asked for a more detailed report on these items, but we do encourage everyone who has corrective actions in Be Safe to make sure that you're going in there and updating and closing them off in a timely manner. These numbers do include toolbox talks that get action to managers and supervisors, so make sure you're going in and closing them out as well once you've actioned them to your team. We ask that the WHS report each month also includes the financial and legal implications for each of the identified issues. ELT also is going to consider providing risk and safety with the authority to shut down work sites where there are matters of non-compliance, as there are still critical things like emergency response plans that aren't being completed. ELT also resolved to ensure that the information in the monthly reports is passed on to the Blueprint Managers Group. Well, the second report we endorsed was from Debbie Herdigan in relation to setting up a new internal working group to further investigate a new project for data collection in relation to our TACO agreement. Now, this data collection will not only assist with substantiating our agreement, but assist us with grant applications as well. Next up was a report from Karen Litchfield in regards to changes to the Blueprint Managers Group. Now, these changes that we approved include approving the change of the name to the Corporate Management Team and making these meetings bi-monthly instead of monthly. We approved rotating the participation of 3 representatives from each of Regional Services, Creative Communities and Experiences, Water and Waste and Livable Communities, along with 4 representatives from the Office of the General Manager. We requested that non-attendance by the required number of representatives be reported back to ELT, and that we schedule a final meeting with the entire Blueprint managers to discuss and agree on the final terms of reference. So there will be one more Blueprint managers meeting to go over these changes in detail, but we believe this is a great way forward and it takes the pressure off all the managers and shares that responsibility across the management team, while still giving us a platform to share all the corporate changes and other major updates of the organisation. And part of making this work is really reliant on making sure that those managers who attend come back to their teams and back to their directorate management teams and report on what was presented. Well, that was about it. I said it was short, but it's great to see the warm weather upon us. Enjoy the long weekend, and if you're checking out the Koori Knockout over the weekend, make sure you put your sunscreen on and wear a hat. We all forget about it this time of year. We think it's hot but not hot enough yet, but make sure you do that. All right, that's all. Thanks.